Be me, 26-year-old software developer living alone in an apartment complex. Work from home, so basically a hermit with a laptop and questionable hygiene schedule. Apartment is decent enough, nothing fancy, but it has this balcony that overlooks the courtyard. Perfect spot for drinking coffee and pretending I have my life together. One random Tuesday afternoon, working on some mind-numbing code for my company's website redesign. Suddenly hear scratching at my balcony door. Look up from laptop to see this absolutely massive orange tabby cat pawing at the glass. Cat looks like it ate Garfield and absorbed his personality. Thing is probably 15 pounds of pure chonk. I open the door because apparently I'm incapable of saying no to animals. Cat waddles in like it owns the place, immediately makes itself comfortable on my couch. Just plops down, starts grooming itself, zero acknowledgement of me. I stand there like an idiot wondering whose cat this is and why it chose my apartment. Check the collar, has a tag that says Chairman Meow with a phone number. Of course, this cat has a better name than half the people I work with. Debate calling the number, but the cat seems content. And honestly, having company's nice. Get back to work, cat stays on couch for 3 hours straight. Eventually gets up, walks to the door, meows once, and I let it out. That is how Chairman Meow became my first regular visitor. This happens every few days for like 2 weeks. Cat shows up, hangs out, leaves whenever it feels like it. Start buying cat treats because I'm apparently running a free bed and breakfast now. My friend Jake comes over one evening, sees the cat. Dude, when did you get a cat? I do not have a cat, Jake. The cat has me. You are literally the weird cat lady, but male version. Thanks for that assessment, really helpful. Jake works in finance and thinks he is hot stuff because he wears suits to work. Looks like he is cosplaying as Patrick Bateman, but with less homicidal tendencies. You should probably figure out whose cat that is before they think you stole it. I have the number, I just have not called yet. Why not? Because then the cat visits might stop, and that is the most social interaction I get besides Discord calls. Jake looks at me with this mix of pity and concern. That is genuinely the saddest thing I have heard this month, and my cousin got dumped via TikTok. Your cousin sounds like he has questionable taste in women. He dated her for 3 years, and she ended it with a 15-second video. That is actually pretty brutal, I will give you that. Jake leaves, tells me I need to get out more. Easy for him to say, he has this whole social life thing figured out. I go back to my cave of isolation and cat visits. The following week, Chairman Meow shows up with what looks like a leaf stuck to his fur. I pick it off, cat purrs like a motorboat. Genuinely therapeutic, not gonna lie. Suddenly, there's a knock at my door. Panic mode activated because nobody ever knocks on my door except delivery people and Jehovah's Witnesses. Look through peephole, see a woman standing there looking slightly worried. She is probably mid-20s, dark hair, wearing jeans and a hoodie that says, "Will trade husband for cat." Already respect her life choices. I open door cautiously. Hi, sorry to bother you, but have you seen an orange cat around here? Big guy, answers to Chairman Meow. Your cat has been using my apartment as a secondary residence for 2 weeks. Her face lights up with this mix of relief and embarrassment. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. He keeps escaping through the balcony. I have tried everything short of putting him on house arrest. It is cool, he has been good company. She laughs, and it is one of those genuine laughs that makes you forget you are an awkward disaster. I'm Emma, by the way. I live 2 floors down. I am Alex. Your cat has excellent taste in napping locations. He is basically a professional freeloader. Can I come in and get him? Yeah, of course. Let her in. She immediately spots Chairman Meow sprawled on my couch like a furry ottoman. There you are. You little escape artist. Cat looks at her, slow blinks, makes zero effort to move. He has really made himself at home, hasn't he? I mean, I started buying him treats, so that probably did not help. She raises an eyebrow. You have been enabling his delinquency. I prefer to think of it as being a good neighbor. Well, he clearly likes you. He is usually pretty picky about people. I feel honored to be cat approved. We stand there for a moment, bit of awkward silence. She picks up Chairman Meow, who immediately goes limp like a sack of potatoes. Thanks for looking after him. Sorry he has been invading your space. Honestly, it has been nice having him around. If he keeps showing up, feel free to text me. Here's my number. She writes it down on a sticky note from my desk. Emma leaves with the cat, and I am left standing in my apartment wondering if that was the most human interaction I have had in months. Spoiler alert, it was. Next day, Chairman Meow shows up again. At this point, I am convinced this cat is playing matchmaker. Text Emma. Your cat is back. I think he is protesting his living conditions. She responds within minutes. He is a drama queen. I'll come get him after work if that is okay. Yeah, no rush. He is just judging my coding practices anyway. She sends a laughing emoji, and I feel like I won a small victory. Emma shows up around 6 p.m., this time wearing scrubs. Sorry, just got off shift. I'm a vet tech at the clinic downtown. That explains why Chairman Meow is so well adjusted despite being a chaos agent. He is really not, though. Last week he knocked over my entire spice rack trying to catch a fly. That sounds like something he would do. We chat for a bit. Turns out she is also into gaming. Mentions she has been playing through Elden Ring and struggling with Millennia. I offer some tips because apparently I am good at talking about video games, but terrible at actual social skills. You play a lot? Probably more than I should admit to another human being. Same. My ex used to give me so much crap about it. Your ex sounds lame. She laughs again, that same genuine sound. He really was. Thought video games were childish but spent 3 hours a day watching sports. The irony is palpable. Right? Anyway, thanks again for cat sitting. Anytime, Chairman Meow is always welcome. She leaves. I go back to my usual routine of work and self-imposed isolation. Except now I'm checking my phone more, hoping the cat shows up again. Jake calls me later that week. So, did you ever figure out whose cat that was? Yeah, belongs to my neighbor Emma. Emma, huh? What is she like? Normal human woman who does not make me want to fake my own death during conversation. High praise from you. Is she single? How would I know that, Jake? We have talked twice. You are hopeless, man, says the guy who tried to pick up a woman at Whole Foods by asking if she knew the difference between kale and spinach. That was one time, and also, I got her number. Did she ever text you back? Silence on the other end. That is what I thought. The following week, Chairman Meow shows up during a video call meeting. Cat jumps directly onto my desk, walks across my keyboard, sits his fat ass right in front of my webcam. My entire team sees this happen in real time. My manager thinks it is hilarious. Alex, I didn't know you had a cat. I don't. This is my neighbor's cat who has decided I am his second home. Everyone thinks this is the best thing ever. One of my coworkers, Rachel, who is basically the team's resident chaos gremlin, pipes up. This is the most interesting thing about you we have learned in 6 months. Thanks, Rachel. Really appreciate that character assessment. I'm just saying, your Zoom background is a blank wall and you drink black coffee like a serial killer. Black coffee is efficient, no time wasted on sugar and cream. See? Serial killer behavior. The meeting continues with Chairman Meow as an unwilling participant. He eventually gets bored and wanders off to knock over my water bottle. Text. Emma, your cat just crashed my work meeting and is now terrorizing my apartment. She replies, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to come get him or is he okay to stay for a bit? He can stay, but you owe me a new water bottle. She sends, deal. How about I buy you coffee to make up for it? Wait, is this actually happening? Pretty sure I just got asked out via text message because of a cat. Respond before I can overthink it. Sure, when works for you. We set up coffee for Saturday morning at this place near the apartment complex. Spend the next 2 days alternating between excitement and panic. Jake finds out and immediately goes into life coach mode. Don't wear that hoodie with the anime girl on it. It is a vintage Cowboy Bebop shirt, uncultured swine. I don't care if it is vintage Picasso. You are not wearing anime to a coffee date. It is not a date. It is coffee as payment for cat-related damages. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. Saturday arrives. I show up at the coffee shop exactly on time because being late is my worst nightmare. Emma is already there, wearing jeans and a sweater, looking significantly more put together than I feel. Hey, thanks for meeting me. Thanks for agreeing to compensate me for feline property damage. She laughs. We order coffee. I get black coffee. She gets some elaborate latte situation with extra foam. Rachel from your team was right. You really do drink coffee like a serial killer. You watched my work meeting? Chairman Meow FaceTimed me during it. I saw the whole thing. Of course he did, because why would my life be simple? We grab a table by the window. Conversation flows surprisingly easily. Turns out Emma is from Seattle, moved here for the vet tech job about 8 months ago. She loves horror movies, terrible reality TV, and has strong opinions about pizza toppings. Pineapple belongs on pizza, and I will die on this hill. That is a controversial take that might end friendships. I'm aware. My ex refused to order Hawaiian pizza for 2 years. Your ex sounds increasingly terrible the more you mention him. He was. Broke up 4 months ago when I caught him texting his coworker. Yikes, that is rough. Honestly, it was almost a relief. We were basically roommates who occasionally remembered we were dating. I can't relate to that because I have been single for like 3 years, but it sounds awful. 3 years, by choice or circumstances? Started as circumstances. It morphed into choice when I realized I like my own company. Fair enough. Dating is exhausting anyway. We talk for 2 hours straight. She tells me about the absolute chaos that is working at a vet clinic. Apparently last month someone brought in a parrot that would only speak in Shakespearean insults. This bird looked at me and said, "Thou art a boil, a plague sore." That is genuinely the best thing I have ever heard. The owner was so embarrassed. Turned out the bird learned it from their teenager. I tell her about my job, which is significantly less interesting than parrot Shakespeare. Mostly consists of fixing other people's coding mistakes and attending meetings that could have been emails. That sounds mind-numbing. It pays the bills, and I get to work in pajama pants, so there are perks. We eventually leave the coffee shop, walk back toward our building. This was really nice. We should do it again sometime. Yeah, definitely. Get back to my apartment, text Jake immediately. Coffee went well, didn't make a complete fool of myself. Did you get a second date? She said we should do it again, so maybe. That's a yes, you absolute walnut. Set something up. Will do, thanks for the pep talk. Rest of the weekend is spent doing absolutely nothing productive. Monday morning, Chairman Meow shows up bright and early, jumps on my bed, sits on my chest, stares into my soul. This cat knows something. Text Emma, your cat is here acting like he knows all my secrets. She responds, he probably does. He's weirdly perceptive. Is he going to blackmail me? Depends. Do you have tuna? I specifically bought tuna for him last week. Then you are safe. For now. Give Chairman Meow some tuna. He purrs his approval. We text back and forth throughout the day, just random stuff. She sends me a photo of a bulldog wearing a cone of shame. This guy tried to eat a bee. Bold strategy, questionable execution. Work is slow, which means I spend more time talking to Emma than actually being productive. Rachel notices during another team meeting. You are smiling at your phone. Who is she? None of your business, Rachel. It is definitely the cat lady neighbor. I'm calling it now. How did you even arrive at that conclusion? Because you have been significantly less grumpy lately, and Chairman Meow was on your last call. Rachel is too perceptive for her own good. The week continues with a steady pattern of cat visits and text conversations. Emma and I make plans for actual dinner that Friday. Jake helps me pick out an outfit that does not scream, I haven't left my apartment in 4 days. Wear the dark jeans and that blue button-up. I look like I'm going to a job interview. You look like an adult human being, which is the goal. Fine, I will trust your judgment. Friday night, meet Emma at this Italian place downtown. She is wearing a dress, and I momentarily forget how to form words. You look nice. You too. Definitely not dressed like a serial killer tonight. She grins. We get seated at a corner table. Dinner is great. Conversation is even better. We talk about everything from childhood to favorite conspiracy theories. Turns out Emma genuinely believes pigeons are government surveillance drones. I'm not saying it's definitely true, but have you ever seen a baby pigeon? That is a weirdly compelling point. Exactly. They're robots. All of them. I counter with my theory that mattress stores are a front for money laundering. There are 3 mattress stores within a mile of here, and I have never seen anyone in them. Because they are laundering drug money, Emma. Keep up. We laugh so hard the couple at the next table gives us weird looks. Dinner ends, we walk back through downtown. It is one of those perfect autumn nights where the temperature is just right. I had a really great time tonight. Me too. This was significantly better than my usual Friday night routine. Which is what exactly? Ordering pizza, watching YouTube, falling asleep on the couch by 9 p.m. That sounds incredibly depressing. It is efficient depression. There is a difference. She links her arm through mine as we walk. This is happening. This is actually happening. Get back to the building, stand outside her apartment door. Same time next week? Yeah, I would like that. She kisses me on the cheek before going inside. I float back to my apartment like an idiot. Text Jake. I think I might actually like this person. Congrats on discovering human emotions, Alex. Your support is overwhelming. Seriously though, I'm happy for you. Don't screw this up. No pressure there, thanks. Spend the weekend in a weird state of contentment mixed with anxiety. Chairman Meow shows up Saturday morning like clockwork. I swear this cat is judging my life choices. Your mom and I went on a date. Cat slow blinks at me. I'm taking that as approval. Emma texts me later. Did you seriously have a conversation with my cat? He started it. You are so weird. You literally believe pigeons are government drones. Touche. The following weeks blur together in the best way possible. We fall into this routine of seeing each other a few times a week. Sometimes it is dinner, sometimes just hanging out watching movies. Chairman Meow continues his ambassadorial duties, showing up randomly to supervise. Jake meets Emma about a month in. They hit it off immediately, which is both great and terrifying. I like her. She has good energy. Please don't embarrass me. I make no promises. Emma brings her friend Sophia over for game night. Sophia is this tiny ball of chaos who works as a kindergarten teacher. She immediately starts roasting my apartment decor. You have a poster of the Matrix and nothing else on your walls. Are you okay? Minimalism is a choice, Sophia. This isn't minimalism. This is depression with Elise. Emma is laughing so hard she is crying. She's not wrong, though. Betrayed by my own girlfriend. Wait, are we at girlfriend status? We have not had that conversation yet. Sophia picks up on my panic immediately. Oh my god, you haven't defined the relationship yet, have you? We have been seeing each other for 5 weeks. That's plenty of time. Emma, are you two official, or what? Emma looks at me, grinning. I mean, I've been telling people you're my boyfriend, but if you want to have a formal discussion about it... No, boyfriend works. That is totally fine. Sophia claps her hands together. Beautiful. Now that is settled, let's play Mario Kart, and I'm going to destroy all of you. She does, in fact, destroy all of us. Nobody should be that good at Rainbow Road. It is unsettling. But the night ends with all 4 of us cramped on my couch watching terrible horror movies. Chairman Meow is sprawled across all our laps like a furry bridge. This cat has the best life. He really does. Free food and multiple homes. Emma leans against me. Thanks for letting my cat annoy you into friendship. Best annoyance of my life. Couple weeks later, Emma invites me to her apartment for the first time. Walk in and immediately understand why Chairman Meow keeps escaping. Her place looks like a Pinterest board exploded in the best way possible. Plants everywhere, fairy lights, actual artwork on the walls. Meanwhile, my apartment looks like it belongs to someone who gave up on life, but remembered to pay rent. I know it's a lot. My mom says I have a problem. This is the opposite of a problem. This is what having your life together looks like. Chairman Meow is lounging on a cat tree that probably cost more than my entire furniture setup. Cat sees me, does not even acknowledge my existence. He's mad at you. You haven't visited him in 3 days. I was busy working on a project deadline. Excuses. You hurt his feelings. I walk over, give the cat some head scratches. He purrs immediately, all grievances apparently forgiven. Wow, he really does like you. He barely tolerates most people. I have that effect on cats and basically no one else. Emma makes dinner, which is already more effort than I have put into cooking in months. She is making stir-fry from scratch while I just stand there trying to be helpful but mostly being in the way. Can you chop these vegetables? Hand me a knife and cutting board. I start chopping like my life depends on it because I refuse to look incompetent. You are really going at those peppers with some aggression. I want to make sure they know who is in charge. The peppers? Yes. Establish dominance early. She is laughing at me, but in that way that makes me not care about being embarrassed. Dinner turns out amazing despite my questionable vegetable chopping technique. We eat on our couch while watching some cooking competition show. This guy is going to burn his souffle. You can tell just by looking. Trust me, I've watched enough of these. He's overconfident and underprepared. 2 minutes later, souffle burns. Emma celebrates like she won the lottery. Called it. You are weirdly competitive about reality TV cooking. It's one of my few talents. That and keeping Chairman Meow from becoming a full-time burglar. Speaking of which, how does he keep escaping? He figured out how to open the balcony door. I've tried child locks. I've tried barricades. He is just too smart. Have you considered he is actually a tiny genius plotting world domination? That would explain so much. Spend the rest of the evening just talking about random stuff. She tells me about growing up in Seattle, how she always wanted to work with animals. Her parents wanted her to be a doctor or lawyer. Typical Asian parent dreams. They were so disappointed when I said I wanted to be a vet tech. My dad didn't talk to me for a month. That is rough. I'm sorry. It's okay. They came around eventually. Now my mom sends me cat memes daily. Character development for the parents. Exactly. What about your family? Small family, just me and my sister. Parents are retired in Florida living their best life. Do you visit them often? Define often. More than once a year? Then no. Alex, I know, I am a terrible son. But phone calls count for something, right? Barely. We talk about siblings. I tell her about my sister, who is a teacher in Colorado. She is like the successful, well-adjusted version of me. I'm sure that's not true. She has a husband, 2 kids, a house with a yard, and a golden retriever named Pancake. Okay, that is aggressively wholesome. Meanwhile, I am over here getting dating advice from my coworkers and owing my love life to a cat. Hey, don't sell yourself short. You are doing fine. Am I, though? You have a good job, your own place, and you are not a serial killer despite the coffee choices. The bar is so low, it is basically on the floor. Yet you still managed to trip over it and land in a relationship, so congratulations. I cannot tell if that was a compliment or an insult. Both. It was both. Leave her apartment around 11, feeling this weird sense of contentment. Text Jake. Just left Emma's place. Didn't screw anything up. That is the lowest bar for success I have ever heard. I am working with what I have here. November rolls around, weather gets colder. Chairman Meow shows up wearing a tiny sweater. I take a photo immediately because this is peak content. Text it to Emma. Your cat is dressed better than I am. He insisted on the sweater, refused to leave without it. This cat has more personality than most humans I know. But work gets busy with end-of-year projects, spending more time in meetings, less time actually being productive. Rachel keeps asking about Emma during team calls. So when do we get to meet her? You don't. Come on, we are basically your second family. That is the most depressing thing anyone has said to me today. I'm just saying, if she's going to be your girlfriend, we should at least know she exists. She exists. I can confirm that. Bring her to the holiday party. We have a holiday party? It's in 2 weeks. Check your email. Go through my inbox, find 17 unread emails about the holiday party. Apparently, I'm very bad at checking work emails. Mention it to Emma later that week. Your work has a holiday party? Apparently, and my coworkers want to meet you. That sounds terrifying. They are mostly harmless. Mostly. Define mostly. Rachel will definitely interrogate you, but she means well. I can handle it. What is the dress code? Probably business casual, but knowing this company, someone will show up in a Santa suit. Please tell me you are not going to be the one in the Santa suit. I have some dignity left. Debatable. The week of the party, Jake decides to host a pre-game dinner at his place. Invites me, Emma, Sophia, and a few other friends. Jake's apartment looks like it belongs in an interior design magazine. Everything matches. Nothing is out of place. I hate him a little bit. Alex, glad you made it. Emma, great to see you again. Jake is in full host mode, wearing an actual button-up shirt and slacks at his own apartment. Thanks for having us. Sophia shows up with wine and immediately starts judging Jake's decor. This is very bachelor pad meets IKEA catalog. I will take that as a compliment. It wasn't, but you can. Dinner is surprisingly good considering Jake ordered everything from that fancy Thai place downtown. Conversation flows easily. Everyone is getting along. Sophia is telling this story about a kid in her class who tried to bring a live frog for show and tell. The frog escaped. We spent 2 hours looking for it, found it in the principal's office sitting on his desk. What did the principal do? He named it Gerald, and now it lives in the school library. That is the best possible outcome. Emma fits in perfectly with everyone, laughing at Jake's terrible jokes, bonding with Sophia over reality TV. Watch her interact with my friends and realize I'm stupidly lucky. Jake pulls me aside while Emma and Sophia are debating the best season of The Bachelor. She is great, man. Don't mess this up. Why does everyone keep saying that? Because you have a talent for self-sabotage. That is rude and also accurate. Just be yourself. The self that showers regularly and doesn't wear anime shirts. One time I wore anime to a social event. It was my birthday dinner. And you are never going to let me forget it. Correct. Party is at this downtown hotel event space. Show up with Emma. Immediately feel underdressed despite my best efforts. Rachel spots us instantly. Alex, you actually brought someone. Hi, I'm Emma. Nice to finally meet you. Oh, thank God. You are real. We were starting to think Alex made you up. Your faith in me is inspiring, Rachel. Spend the next hour introducing Emma to various coworkers. Everyone loves her because she is actually charming and good at small talk. Meanwhile, I stand there like an awkward penguin trying to remember how to socialize. My manager, Doug, corners us by the drinks table. So, Emma, how did you two meet? My cat kept breaking into his apartment. Doug looks at me with this expression of pure confusion. That is either the best or weirdest meet cute I have ever heard. Little bit of both, honestly. Party is actually fun, which is surprising. There is dancing. I do not dance, but Emma drags me onto the floor anyway. I literally do not know what to do with my hands. Just move. It's not that complicated. Everything is that complicated when you have anxiety. But I try, and I probably look ridiculous. But Emma is smiling, so it is worth it. Rachel photobombs us at least 3 times. These are going in the team newsletter. We have a newsletter? We do now. End of the night, Emma and I walk back to her apartment. It is freezing outside. She is shivering despite her coat. Give her my jacket without thinking about it. Won't you be cold? I will survive. I am fueled by spite and caffeine. That explains so much about you. Get to her door. She kisses me properly for the first time. Not on the cheek. Actual kiss. Brain short circuits completely. She pulls back, grinning. Good night, Alex. Good night. Float back to my apartment in a daze. Chairman Meow is waiting outside my door like a tiny security guard. Let him in. He immediately jumps on the couch. She kissed me. Cat slow blinks. I know. I can't believe it either. That feeling when your neighbor's cat becomes your wingman. That feeling when you accidentally fall for someone because of a 15-pound orange tabby. That feeling when you realize you are actually happy for the first time in years. That feeling when Chairman Meow looks at you with pure satisfaction like he planned this whole thing. That feeling when you are standing in your apartment at midnight talking to a cat about your relationship and not feeling weird about it at all. Thanks, cat. I owe you one. Be me. Fast forward to December, officially dating Emma for 2 months now. Life is weirdly good, which makes me suspicious that something will go wrong. Anxiety brain is a terrible roommate. Chairman Meow has fully integrated himself into my daily routine. Shows up every morning like clockwork, demands breakfast, judges my life choices. Basically have joint custody of a cat I do not technically own. Emma finds this hilarious. He likes you more than me now. Impossible. You are his actual mother. He barely acknowledges me anymore. You have stolen my cat's affections. I didn't mean to become the other woman in your cat's life. Christmas is approaching, and I have no idea what to get Emma. Jake suggests jewelry. I immediately reject that as too serious. You've been dating for 2 months. That's serious enough for jewelry. What if I get her something she hates, and she breaks up with me? Then you have bigger problems than gift selection. Sophia suggests getting something personal. Does she collect anything? Have any hobbies besides gaming? She really likes plants. Her apartment is basically a greenhouse. Perfect. Get her a rare plant or something. I do not know anything about plants beyond they need water and sunlight sometimes. Research it. You have Google. Spend 3 hours researching rare houseplants like I am studying for an exam. End up buying her this fancy variegated monstera that cost more than I want to admit. Also get a pot that matches her apartment aesthetic because I pay attention apparently. Christmas Eve, Emma invites me over for dinner. She made lasagna from scratch. There are actual Christmas decorations, festive music playing. This is the most domestic thing I've experienced in years. I went a little overboard with the decorations. A little? Your apartment looks like Santa's workshop. Is it too much? It is perfect. I'm just used to my apartment which has zero holiday spirit. We can fix that. Next year I'm decorating your place whether you like it or not. Next year, she said next year. Brain processes this information slowly. Is that okay? I know we haven't talked about long-term stuff. Next year's good. Next year works for me. She grins, relieved. We exchange gifts after dinner. Emma got me this leather-bound journal with my initials on it. I know you are not really a journal person, but I thought maybe you could use it for project notes or something. This is actually really thoughtful, thank you. Also, there's this. Hands me a second gift. It is wrapped in cat-themed paper, because of course it is. Open it to find a framed photo of me, Emma, and Chairman Meow from game night. Sophia must have taken it because I did not even know this photo existed. We all look genuinely happy in it, like actual functioning humans with positive emotions. I know it's cheesy, but I really love this picture. It is not cheesy, it is perfect. Hand her my gift, suddenly nervous about the plant choice. She unwraps it carefully, face lights up when she sees what it is. Alex, is this a variegated monstera? Yes, I spent an unreasonable amount of time researching plants. These are so hard to find. How did you even know I wanted one? You mentioned it once like 6 weeks ago during a conversation about your favorite plants. She stares at me. You remembered that? I have an excellent memory for random details. Emma sets the plant down carefully, then kisses me, and it is one of those movie moment kisses. Chairman Meow chooses this exact moment to jump on the couch between us. Cat has impeccable timing. He is jealous. Or he is chaperoning, making sure we keep it wholesome. Spend the rest of the night watching terrible Christmas movies and eating too many cookies. Fall asleep on her couch. Wake up at like 3 a.m. with Emma leaning against me. Chairman Meow is sprawled across both our laps like a furry blanket. This is the most content I have ever felt in my entire life. Carefully extract myself without waking Emma and cover her with a blanket. Chairman Meow follows me to the door. I will see you tomorrow, dude. Cat meows softly like he understands. Get back to my apartment, immediately text Jake, even though it is absurdly early. I think I might be in love with her. He responds hours later. Congrats on your character development. New Year's Eve, Emma's friend group is having a party. This includes Sophia, plus several other people I have never met. Social anxiety is through the roof. You will be fine. Everyone is super chill. You say that, but I'm still going to spend the entire time worried about saying something stupid. When have you ever said something stupid? Remember when I told your coworker that his dog looked like Danny DeVito? That was accurate though. He did not appreciate the comparison. Party is at Sophia's apartment, which is somehow even more decorated than Emma's. There are like 20 people here. Music is loud. Everyone seems to know each other. Emma introduces me to everyone. I immediately forget half their names. There's Marcus, who works in marketing. Looks like he stepped out of a GQ magazine. There's his boyfriend Tyler, who is a chef and keeps insisting everyone try his experimental appetizers. There's Jess, who does something with cryptocurrency that I do not understand. And there's Lily, who is a graphic designer and apparently went to high school with Emma. Alex, I have heard so much about you. All good things, I hope. Emma said you are a software developer? Yeah, mostly web development, some back-end stuff. That is so cool. I've been wanting to learn coding. It is mostly just Googling things and hoping they work. Lily laughs. Conversation continues naturally. Actually kind of enjoying myself, which is unexpected. Sophia corners me at one point while Emma is talking to Jess. So, you are the guy who stole Emma's cat's heart. That seems to be my primary accomplishment in life. Emma really likes you. Like, really likes you. I really like her too. Good, because if you hurt her, I know where you live. That is vaguely threatening, but I appreciate the loyalty. I'm a kindergarten teacher. I have mastered the art of subtle intimidation. I believe it. Countdown to midnight happens. Everyone gathers around the TV. Emma finds me in the crowd, laces her fingers through mine. Ball drops. Everyone cheers. Couples kiss. Emma kisses me, and I forget that we are surrounded by people. Happy New Year, Alex. Happy New Year. January brings new challenges. Specifically Emma's parents visiting. They're flying in from Seattle for a long weekend. Emma is nervous. I am terrified. My parents can be a lot. Define a lot. My mom is going to ask you very personal questions. My dad is going to pretend he is not sizing you up while absolutely sizing you up. This sounds exactly like a nightmare scenario. It will be fine, probably. The word probably is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. Parents arrive on a Friday. Emma introduces me the next day at brunch. Her mom is tiny, cheerful, immediately hugs me like we are old friends. Alex, we have heard so much about you. All good things, I hope. Her dad is tall, quiet, firm handshake, measuring eye contact. This is the final boss of meeting parents. Brunch is at this fancy place downtown that has a wait list. Emma's mom asks approximately 800 questions. So Alex, what do you do? I am a software developer, work remotely for a tech company. That sounds interesting. Do you like it? It has its moments, pays the bills, lets me work in comfortable pants. Emma kicks me under the table. Her mom laughs. I like him. Her dad is less easy to win over. Emma mentioned you met through your cat. Yes, sir. Chairman Meow kept visiting my apartment. And you didn't think to call Emma right away? I probably should have, but the cat seemed happy and I was lonely. Emma chokes on her orange juice. Her dad's expression softens slightly. Fair enough. Conversation continues, slightly less terrifying than anticipated. Emma's mom asks about my family, where I'm from, my hobbies. Answer everything honestly because lying seems like a worse strategy. But her dad asks about my job stability, career goals, 5-year plan. Feel like I'm in a job interview, except the stakes are somehow higher. Brunch ends. Emma's parents head back to their hotel. Emma and I walk back to her apartment. I'm so sorry about my dad. He was fine, just being a dad. He literally asked about your 5-year plan, which is a reasonable question from a parent's perspective. You handled it really well. My ex got so nervous he spilled coffee all over himself. I did internally panic for most of that meal. You hid it well. Years of customer service jobs taught me to mask terror effectively. Spend the rest of the weekend hanging out with Emma's parents. They insist on taking us to dinner Saturday night. Her dad and I bond over discussing technology and old action movies. Turns out he is a huge fan of Die Hard and has strong opinions about the sequels. The first one is a masterpiece. Everything after is diminishing returns. Hard agree, though Live Free or Die Hard has its moments. The action is good, but it loses the claustrophobic tension of the original. Exactly. The Nakatomi Plaza setting is crucial to the story. Emma watches us debate this for 20 minutes with amusement. I have created a monster. Her mom pats her hand. Let them have this. Sunday morning, her parents are leaving. Her mom hugs me goodbye. Take care of our Emma, okay? I will do my best. Her dad shakes my hand again, grip slightly less intimidating this time. You are good for her. Don't mess it up. I'm sensing a theme with these warnings. They leave. Emma collapses on her couch dramatically. I can't believe that is over. It went well, though. My dad likes you. He never liked my ex. Your ex sounds progressively worse every time you mention him. He was a garbage human. You are significantly better. The bar was on the floor, and I still managed to clear it. February arrives with Valentine's Day looming, society's most stressful fake holiday. Jake is no help with planning. Just take her to a nice dinner, get her flowers, the usual. That is so generic, though. Sometimes generic is good. You are overthinking this. Overthinking is my default setting. End up planning a whole day because apparently I have no chill. Start with brunch at that place Emma loves, the one with the really good French toast. Then walk through this art exhibit downtown she mentioned wanting to see. Gallery features local artists. Lots of photography and mixed media. Emma loves it. Takes photos of everything. This is amazing. How did you know about this? You mentioned it exactly once in passing 3 weeks ago. Your memory for random details is honestly a superpower. It is mostly useless unless it involves remembering things you say. Afternoon is coffee and walking around the bookstore. Emma picks out like 6 books. I carry them all because chivalry is not dead. She finds a book of terrible puns and immediately starts reading them. What do you call a bear with no teeth? I don't know. What? A gummy bear? That is aggressively unfunny. Your face suggests otherwise. I'm not smiling. You are seeing things. Dinner reservation is at 7 at this Italian place everyone raves about. Show up, place is packed with other couples doing the same Valentine's thing. A hostess seats us at a corner table with candles and the whole ambiance situation. This is really nice. Yeah, figured we should do the full traditional thing at least once. Dinner is amazing. Conversation flows easily as always. We talk about work. She tells me about this difficult case at the clinic. There was this cat, came in with a respiratory infection. Owner couldn't afford treatment. What happened? We worked out a payment plan, but it was touch and go for a while. Little guy pulled through though. You are genuinely a good person, you know that? I just really like animals. People are complicated. Animals are straightforward. That is why Chairman Meow likes you. Chairman Meow likes everyone who feeds him. Fair point. Dessert comes, and I have this whole thing planned. Except when it arrives, I completely forget my prepared speech. Emma is looking at me expectantly. Are you okay? You look like you are having a system error. I am fine, just thinking. Reach across the table, take her hand. I really like you, like a concerning amount for someone who generally avoids emotions. She laughs. I really like you too. Good, because I was worried this was all very one-sided. You are such a dork. Yeah, but I am your dork. She squeezes my hand. Best dork I have ever dated. Later that night, back at her apartment, Chairman Meow is waiting. Cat looks at both of us like he is disappointed we left him alone. He is so dramatic. He gets it from you. Rude. We curl up on the couch, cat between us, watching some nature documentary. Emma falls asleep halfway through, head on my shoulder. Chairman Meow is purring so loud it sounds like a motorcycle. This is domestic bliss. This is what happiness actually feels like. March brings unexpected complications. Emma gets offered a job opportunity in Denver. Better pay, better position, her dream clinic. She tells me over coffee on a Sunday morning, it is everything I have been working toward. That is amazing. You should totally take it. Even as I say it, stomach drops. It would mean moving. Yeah, I figured that part out. Silence hangs between us. I haven't decided yet. I wanted to talk to you first. This is your career. You cannot pass this up because of me. But what about us? I don't know. I'm currently having a minor existential crisis. She laughs, but it sounds stressed. Same. Spend the next week in this weird limbo. Emma is researching Denver, looking at apartments, weighing options. I'm pretending everything is fine while internally spiraling. Jake notices immediately. You look like someone killed your dog. I do not have a dog, and Emma might be moving to Denver. Oh, that's complicated. Understatement of the century. What are you going to do? No idea, currently just existing in denial. Very healthy approach. Sophia calls me out of nowhere on a Thursday. Emma told me about Denver. Of course she did. What are you going to do about it? Why does everyone keep asking me that? Because you clearly have feelings about this situation. I have so many feelings, it is overwhelming. Then tell her that. It is not that simple. It actually is that simple. Tell her how you feel. What if she leaves anyway? Then at least you are honest. But what if she wants you to have an opinion? I had not considered that possibility. Men are so stupid sometimes. That seems harsh, but probably accurate. Talk to Emma that night. Actual serious conversation. I don't want you to give up this opportunity because of me. I understand. It is your dream job. But I also don't want to lose what we have. Silence for a moment. What if I came with you? She looks at me like I suggested something insane. What? I work remotely. I can literally work from anywhere. What if I moved to Denver with you? Are you serious? I am terrified and probably making a huge decision on impulse. But yeah, I am serious. Emma starts crying. That is the most romantic thing anyone has ever said to me. It is also possibly the stupidest decision I've ever made. But here we are. Are you sure? That is a huge move. I'm sure that I don't want to do long distance, and I'm sure that I want to be with you. She kisses me, and it feels like making a decision that matters. We should probably tell people. Yeah, Jake is going to lose his mind. Jake does indeed lose his mind. You are moving to Denver? You have lived in the same city for 8 years. I know, character development is wild. This is because of Emma. Obviously. You are really doing this? Yeah, I think I am. Silence on the other end of the call. I'm happy for you, man. Terrified for you, but happy. Same, honestly. Next few weeks are chaos. Emma and I apartment hunting in Denver via video tours. Packing up my life into boxes. Chairman Meow seems to sense something is happening, gets extra clingy. Emma's last day at the clinic is emotional. But her coworkers throw her a party, everyone is crying. Including Emma, which makes me cry, which is embarrassing. My last day of living in my apartment is surreal. Place looks so empty without all my stuff. Jake helps me load the moving truck. Can't believe you are actually doing this. Me neither. Take care of yourself, alright? You too, man. Hug Jake goodbye, which is unusual for us, but feels appropriate. Drive to Denver takes 2 days. Emma is in her car with Chairman Meow. I am in the moving truck. We text back and forth the whole time, sending updates. Arrive in Denver on a Wednesday evening. New apartment is nice, bigger than our old places. 2 bedrooms so we can each have space. Balcony overlooks the mountains, which is objectively beautiful. Spend the first week unpacking and trying to figure out where everything goes. Chairman Meow adjusts immediately, claims the sunny spot by the window as his territory. He is already more settled than we are. Cats have their priorities straight. Emma starts her new job, loves it immediately. I continue working remotely, now with a better view. Meet the neighbors, who are nice enough. There's a couple next door with a golden retriever named Bruce. Bruce and Chairman Meow have a staring contest through the balcony door daily. We make friends slowly. Emma's co-workers are cool. We go out for drinks sometimes. I join a local gaming group, which is surprisingly social of me. One night, about 2 months after moving, we are cooking dinner together. Emma is attempting to make pasta from scratch. I am in charge of not burning the sauce. I can't believe we live together. I know, very adult of us. Are you happy here? Look at her, covered in flour, laughing at something stupid I said. Yeah, I am really happy. She smiles, that genuine smile that made me fall for her in the first place. Good, because I am too. Chairman Meow chooses this moment to knock over the flour container. Cat looks completely unrepentant. This is why we can't have nice things. He is keeping us humble. July comes around, 6 months in Denver. Get a text from Jake. Miss you, idiot. Miss you too, you absolute walnut. How is Denver? Good, really good actually. I'm proud of you for taking the risk. Thanks, that means a lot. Emma and I are sitting on the balcony, watching the sunset. Chairman Meow is sprawled between us as usual. You know what is funny? What? If Chairman Meow hadn't kept breaking into your apartment, we never would have met. True. Then he is the real hero of this story. Should we get him a medal? He would probably knock it off the counter within 5 minutes. She laughs, leans against me. I love you, you know that? First time either of us has said it. Heart does this weird skip thing. I love you too. We sit there in comfortable silence, mountains in the distance, cat purring between us. August rolls around. We have been living together for 3 months now. Settle into this comfortable routine that feels weirdly domestic. Emma leaves for work early. I work from the apartment. Chairman Meow has assigned himself as my supervisor. Sits on my desk during video calls. My coworkers love him more than they love me, which is fair. Rachel from my old office messages me on Slack. How is Denver treating you? Pretty good, still adjusting, but it was the right move. We miss you around here. Also, we miss Chairman Meow. The cat was the real star of the team. Obviously, how is Emma liking her new job? She loves it, comes home talking about her cases every night. That is adorable. You two are disgustingly cute. I will take that as a compliment. Weekends in Denver are becoming our thing. Explore different neighborhoods, find new coffee shops, try restaurants. Emma discovers this farmer's market that happens every Saturday. She drags me there at 7 a.m. like a psychopath. Look at these tomatoes. They are tomatoes, Emma. They look like all other tomatoes. These are heirloom tomatoes, completely different. I'm going to pretend I understand that distinction. She buys way too many vegetables. I carry them all. We get fresh bread, local honey, some artisanal cheese situation. Turns out Farmer's Market Emma is even more enthusiastic than regular Emma. We should come here every week. You want to wake me up at 6:30 every Saturday? It is an adventure. It is a very early adventure. But I go along with it because seeing her excited about vegetables is somehow endearing. Meet some of the regular vendors. They start recognizing us. There's this old guy who sells herbs and always has cat stories. How is Chairman Meow doing? He is thriving, currently ruling our apartment with an iron paw. Cats are good judges of character. If he likes you, you must be all right. I am honored by his approval. Emma's Denver coworkers invite us to a game night. It is at this girl Vanessa's house. She is one of the other vet techs, nervous about meeting new people as always. They are going to love you. You cannot guarantee that. I can actually, because I have told them all about you and they are already charmed. No pressure then. Game night is actually really fun. Vanessa's apartment is similar to Emma's old place, plants everywhere. There are 6 of us total. We play code names and get way too competitive. Emma and I absolutely destroy everyone because apparently we have developed telepathic communication. How did you know I meant penguin? Because you always think animals are involved somehow. That is weirdly accurate. One of the guys, Marcus, works with Emma and is also a gamer. What do you play? Mostly RPGs, some strategy games. I have been trying to get through Baldur's Gate 3. That game is massive. I have been playing for 3 months and I'm still in Act 2. I keep getting distracted by side quests. The only correct way to play. We end up talking about video games for like an hour. Emma is chatting with Vanessa about work stuff. Both seem happy. Realize we are building an actual social life here, which is wild. Drive home that night, Emma is singing along to the radio badly. I really like it here. Me too. I was worried we would struggle to make friends. I was worried about literally everything, but it worked out. Thanks for moving with me. Thanks for letting me come with you. September brings Emma's birthday. She insists she doesn't want anything big, just dinner and maybe a small thing with friends. I obviously plan something bigger because I am incapable of chill. Coordinate with Sophia, who is flying in for the weekend. Also invite the Denver friends. Jake is video calling in because he is a terrible friend who refuses to travel. Rent out a private room at Emma's favorite restaurant. Spend 2 weeks planning the whole thing with Sophia's help. You are really going all out. It is her birthday. She deserves it. You're a good boyfriend, Alex. I'm trying my best. Day of the birthday, take Emma out for breakfast as a distraction. She thinks we are just doing a casual day together. What do you want to do today? I don't know. Maybe walk around downtown, check out that bookstore you mentioned? Perfect. Secretly texting Sophia updates while Emma is browsing books. She picks out 3 books about plants and 1 mystery novel. I buy them all because boyfriend points. You don't have to buy me presents. It is your birthday. I am legally required to buy you things. That is not how birthdays work. It is how I am choosing to interpret birthdays. Afternoon, I suggest dinner at her favorite place. She agrees easily because she has no suspicion I am up to something. We show up at the restaurant, I lead her to the private room. Open the door, everyone yells surprise. Emma's face is priceless, total shock. You planned this? I had help from Sophia and your coworkers. She is crying happy tears, hugging everyone. Jake is on a laptop screen, waving like an idiot. Miss you guys. Miss you too, Jake. Dinner is amazing. Everyone is telling embarrassing Emma stories. Sophia has the best ones from college. Emma once tried to rescue a raccoon she thought was injured. Turned out it was just really fat and mad. In my defense, it looked hurt. It bit you. Occupational hazard. Cake comes out. Emma blows out candles, makes a wish. She will not tell anyone what she wished for. That is how wishes work, Alex. You can't tell. Seems like a flawed system. Later that night, back at the apartment, just the two of us. Chairman Meow has claimed the birthday cake box as his new bed. This was the best birthday I have ever had. I am glad. You deserve good birthdays. I wished for us. You are breaking the wish rules. I don't care. I wish that we stay this happy. That is a good wish. Kiss her, and it is one of those perfect moments you remember forever. October brings Halloween, Emma's favorite holiday. She insists we need couple costumes. I've never done couple costumes in my life. Please, just this once? What did you have in mind? We could be characters from a movie or TV show you like. Instantly think of possibilities. We could do Mulder and Scully from X-Files. I love that. I call Scully. Obviously, I look nothing like Gillian Anderson. Spend 2 weeks getting costumes together. Emma goes all out with the pantsuit and red hair. I get a suit and find a FBI badge online. Halloween night, we go to a party at Vanessa's place. Everyone is dressed up. It is actually really fun. Marcus and his boyfriend are dressed as Mario and Luigi. Vanessa is a very convincing Wednesday Addams. We win Best Couple Costume, which Emma is extremely proud of. I told you couple costumes were a good idea. You were right, I will admit it. Can I get that in writing? Absolutely not. That would set a dangerous precedent. November means Thanksgiving, and we are hosting for the first time. Emma invites her Denver friends. I invite the couple from next door with the golden retriever. Jake is supposed to video call in, but surprises us by actually showing up. He walks in while Emma is basting the turkey. Did someone order a Jake? Emma screams, drops the baster. What are you doing here? I couldn't miss your first Thanksgiving in Denver. Hug him, genuinely happy to see him. How long are you staying? Just the weekend. I have work Monday. Still, this is really cool of you. Thanksgiving dinner is chaotic in the best way. Our small apartment is packed with people. Chairman Meow is in heaven with all the attention. Bruce, the golden retriever from next door, is fascinated by the cat. They end up curled up together by the end of the night. Emma takes approximately 1,000 photos. This is going in our memory book. We have a memory book? We do now. Everyone goes around saying what they are thankful for. When it gets to me, I almost make a joke to deflect. But Emma is looking at me with those eyes. I am thankful for Chairman Meow being a chaos agent and bringing Emma into my life. Also thankful that she was crazy enough to let me move to Denver with her. Emma is fully crying now. Jake is making fun of me, but also looks weirdly emotional. You have grown so much as a person. I'm proud of you. Shut up, Jake. No, seriously, 2 years ago, you were a hermit who only left your apartment for groceries. Character development is wild. December arrives again, 1 year anniversary approaching. I'm planning something but trying to keep it casual. Emma has been dropping hints about wanting to adopt another cat. Chairman Meow needs a sibling. You want 2 chaos agents instead of 1? Think of how cute they would be together. Think of how much more furniture they would destroy together. You are no fun. I am practical. There is a difference. Secretly, I have been talking to Vanessa about cats at the clinic. There's this kitten, Gray Tabby, super friendly. Has been at the clinic for weeks with no adoptions. She is the sweetest thing. I can't believe no one has taken her. I want to surprise Emma with her for our anniversary. That is incredibly romantic. Or it is going to backfire spectacularly when we have 2 cats destroying our apartment. Worth the risk. Anniversary is on a Saturday. Take Emma out for brunch, then to that art gallery she loves. She has no idea I'm planning anything beyond this. Afternoon. Suggest we stop by the clinic because Vanessa texted about an emergency. This is not true. This is a setup. Is everything okay? I think so. She just said she needed help with something. We get to the clinic. Vanessa is waiting with the kitten. Hey guys, perfect timing. Emma sees the kitten immediately, goes into full caretaker mode. What is wrong with her? Nothing is wrong. She is actually here for you. Emma looks confused, looks at me. What is happening? Surprise, happy anniversary, we are adopting a cat. She stares at me, then at the kitten, then starts crying. Are you serious? Very serious. Unless you hate this idea, then this was all Vanessa's plan. I love this idea. I love you. Hugs me while holding the kitten, who purrs immediately. We name her Lady Whiskers because Emma insists on a title to match Chairman Meow. Bring her home. Chairman Meow is suspicious at first. They sniff each other. There is some hissing. Within 2 hours, they are curled up together napping. They are already best friends. We created a monster duo. Best decision we ever made. Look around our apartment. 2 cats, plants everywhere, photos on the walls. This is what home looks like. New Year's Eve, we stay in this year. Just us. 2 cats, pizza, and terrible reality TV. This is perfect. No party, no people, just us. Just us. Countdown to midnight happens on TV. Kiss Emma as the new year starts. Cats are judging us from the couch. This is the life I never knew I wanted. That feeling when your neighbor's cat changes your entire life trajectory. That feeling when you take a massive risk for someone and it actually works out. That feeling when you realize you found home in a person instead of a place. That feeling when Chairman Meow looks up at you with pure satisfaction, like he orchestrated this entire thing from the beginning. That feeling when you are sitting on a balcony in Denver with the woman you love and a cat that refuses to respect personal boundaries. That feeling when you add a second cat to the chaos and somehow it makes everything better. That feeling when you look at Emma and realize you want to spend the rest of your life with her. That feeling when you are actually, genuinely, completely happy. Thanks, cat. I owe you everything.
Living alone with my laptop screen, working from home, you know the routine. And this orange cat walked through my door. 15 pounds, couldn't ask for more. Didn't call the number, let her stay. Best decision I made that day.
Chairman Meow kept escaping my place. Climbing balconies, what a chase.
Knocked on his door, feeling embarrassed. Found my cat there, completely careless.
He smiled at me with coffee in hand.
Something shifted unplanned. Didn't know a lazy cat could change it all. Didn't know
how hard we'd fall.
Who knew a fairy little matchmaker could turn strangers into forever.
Coffee shops and midnight talks.
That orange cat just watched and watched. From awkward hellos to holding hands.
Thanks to one cat
with different plans.
Game nights became our Friday thing. He made me laugh about everything.
His apartment bare, just one matrix poster.
I said, this looks sad. He said, I'm a loner.
Something warm was growing there, and that empty apartment filling the air.
Met a parent, survived the test. Her mom said I was better than the rest.
Dad asked about my 5-year plan. I stammered through it best I can, but
Emma smiled, took my hand, said, heave my guy, I hope you understand.
Denver cold with a dream I'd chase,
but leaving you felt so misplaced.
when I said something wild that day.
What if I came?
What if I stayed? Packed our lives whiskers, drove 2 days straight. Chairman Yao decided our fate. Mountains and mornings, coffee in bed.
Found our home in what we said.
Oh no, a furry little matchmaker could turn our whole lives into adventure. Farmers market, Saturday morning slow.
Chairman Yao purring, stealing the show.
From strangers to lovers to family of 3. Thanks to that cat,
Our destiny. Now there's 2 cats ruling our place.
lady whiskers, join the race.
Every morning you're by my side.
That orange cat, our perfect guide.
Thanks, cat.
We owe you everything. Living all perfect, we owe you everything. Now there's 2 cats, we owe you everything. Every morning,
You're by my side.
that orange cat,
A perfect guide.
postcat, we owe you everything.